Hello everyone, welcome back to Code Club. This week I'm going to show you the Google Play console. So I've released the app to the Google Play Store. So you remember a week or so, maybe a little bit longer ago, I showed you the app, which is a QPRFC news portal. It's really a bookmarking app. It links to other news websites really. It has a browser within the app. Anyway, what I want to show you today is the Google Play console. So what is the Google Play console? So the Google Play console is when you're a developer, when you develop an app, you have access to this console where you can see, at the moment, my app has only been available since in the last few hours. So there's no data here, but I can see how many people have downloaded it recently, how many have uninstalled it. That can be quite useful. You might acquire, as that word, acquire, number of you've acquired, you have a load of new users, maybe thousands, but you've lost thousands, which probably means your app is either not interesting, or maybe it's crashing, or just doesn't do what it should, or maybe this is zero, which means at least people are giving you a chance. Then you've got the average rating. I'm sure we're all familiar with this. Out of 5 on the Play Store. Same. I'm less familiar with Apple. I'm more of an Android person, I guess. So I assume Apple is the same. So you get your average rating. You've got your crashes. So perhaps you could do some maths on here, and you could think, well, I've had lots of crashes, and my user loss is also high. It would be, I'd expect those two to go hand in hand. The more crashes you have, the more users you lose, unless you are absolutely loved by them and you have a long track record of credibility and they know you fix your issues fast. So there you go, crashes per 1,000 devices, quite useful. ANR rate. Percentage of daily sessions during which your users experience at least one ANR. A daily session refers to a day during which your app was used. Yeah, not quite sure exactly what that is. Perhaps that's the duration of how long your app is used for. So that can be useful to see. Well, my app is installed, but how long are people using it for? It's kind of interesting, isn't it, that when you have your apps available and you're using your apps on your phone, all of this data is being processed by Google in the background and making it available to developers. Now, this will be data that I won't know that a specific person, the app crashed, and the name and age and details and where they live. It's very much a general set of information. One crash, 1,000 crashes. So it's generalized information, still quite useful. So you get this kind of high level. It's quite cool. You notice that under the dashboard, we're experiencing longer than usual review times. This app took around 5 days for Google to review. Usually they take less than a day, from what I understand. But with the situation with coronavirus, it's they just have less people around looking at these things. It's kind of interesting too. Let's see statistics. Okay, so I can create some. I can look at country region. My app is only available in the UK, but I could, if I released it in a number of countries, I could look at its performance across a different set of countries. Active users, interesting. Perhaps that's what ANR means. Unique users per interval daily. So, that's daily users, daily unique users. Comparison. So I might compare them to previous stats for a week ago, a month ago. Has something happened to make this app more interesting for people? Are QPR about to win the league? That sort of thing. Probably not very likely. Then I've got my release overview information. And we have our different testing phases. I just launched this myself. I was the only person to test it. So I didn't really require such a complicated test regime. Perhaps a test plan. If I was British Telecom releasing an app, I would have had all these different phases where I have trial users. Perhaps I just have friendly users, then go out maybe to some perhaps some home users, but ones that have signed up for a trial, and then I'll push it out to more. So there's lots of tools available on here. I don't have any of this stuff. Pre-launch report. No, don't have any of it because I didn't do any of it. I just launched. And you can see the launch phase. Nice little picture of a rocket. Production. I've got the release dashboard. So my release version is 1.0. If I remember, Google forces you to call it 1.0. It can't be 0.1 or 5.0. It has to be your first release. Has to be 1.0. There's no information at all because the only person using my app is me, I assume. If I want to create a new release, I can click this, which will mean I've been an app inventor. I've made some changes, some fixes. And yeah, what else? Device catalog. What's that? View and restrict your app's compatible devices. Interesting. So I might choose to limit the app's availability to a certain set of devices. I might not like Huawei or Xiaomi phones. I try to think why that might be. It could probably be a screen size issue. You might know that your app just doesn't look good on a certain screen size, so you can research which phones have that screen size and just block them from downloading your app. That why could that be useful? I guess if you're getting lots of complaints and you just can't fix that issue, just stop them downloading your app. Yeah, maybe that's one way. What else? There's loads and loads of this. Store presence. Main store listing. So there you go. So this is the information I've put in. Got my graphics for the app, different screenshots. Wow, there's loads of stuff here, isn't there? Play game services. So if it's a game that you've created, I guess those game services could be a network connection or some way that you could play in competition with someone else. So Google Play has those capabilities. And yeah, making money. My app is free. But there's nothing in there for me. But if you were going to make an app to make 50p a go, why not? That's the way to do it. You could make an app for free and then have in-game buy additional capabilities. Ads as well. So there's a way to set up ads. My app is just free, doesn't have any ads. Just seeing how this goes. So what do I think about my app? I was thinking about this earlier. I think my app is a product of coronavirus and the situation. I noticed there's no score in there and there's no league table. Perhaps when I created the app, all I was really interested in was the news from the football club. Certainly not scores because there weren't any games, and league table, no, because there weren't any games. So I think I will work on my app to add in a league table. I'm thinking about a way of doing that, perhaps using arrays. Could be interesting. Perhaps using RSS feeds for the score. But yeah, certainly arrays for the league table. Or I could just point to a BBC league table if I'm being a bit lazy. But I might look to challenge myself a bit. Use arrays. Well, I guess that's it, everybody. I hope you're well. I will keep doing these. I've seen that there's a few of you watching them, so I'll keep doing them. Hope you enjoy it, and I hope you get some inspiration to publish your own app on the Google Play Store. I didn't say, did I? I didn't say to register for the Google Play Store is £20. So you'll need to speak to your parents. I think the Apple Store is about £100 or maybe more. Other stores such as Amazon and the Huawei App Gallery, you don't need to pay for, as I understand it. Although I've only really looked into Google Play. That's just what I understand. But yeah, you could find that out by Googling around exactly how much all of this costs. So I hope everybody's okay. And yeah, take care. Bye.